Hey everybody, this is GGB and co-host Puppers. As you can see, we have the new lighting back. I hope you guys are excited for this one episode, and this one episode only, because I like to use this. It's way more convenient for me and easier for me to use, so I can just set it up every night and record my video. But today, I'm doing an extra special video. So you get the College Basketball Upset of the Day edition today, with more of me and Pop. I hope you guys are happy. You got to see the lighting. Isn't it beautiful? You get to see all of the tree. You get to see the Saints tree. You get to see the Saints necklace. You get to see the Saints football. You get to see the Saints helmet. You get to see the Saints backpack. It's pretty great. You get to see all the Saints stuff. But what is today's episode about? I forgot. What is the series about, Adelaide? Oh, that's what I remembered. It's about college basketball and me picking an upset every day. I got to 4 points yesterday. Let's go over what happened yesterday and what's going to happen today. So what happened in Big East basketball yesterday, Adelaide? Do you remember? I'll give you a hint, Adelaide. You're part of the animal that won this game. She guessed it right. The Bulldogs. The Butler Bulldogs won this basketball game. Upset the Villanova Wildcats. Remember, heading into this game, Villanova was ranked rather highly, if I do say so myself. Number 8th in the nation, favored by 11.5 points, so I'd say a pretty large upset today. Yeah, a pretty huge upset, I might say. It was a pretty big upset, that's all I gotta say about that. It was a pretty crazy upset. I'm not sure anyone really expected the Butler come out like they did. They played some phenomenal basketball, and considering one of their better players wasn't even available for this game, and had one of the worst free throw shootings I've seen in a long time, I think they played extremely well. I think the way they pulled out this victory, I mean, I'd like to point out Butler has a win over Creighton and Villanova this year. Like, Butler has some quality wins on their schedule. It's just the fact is, they've been unable to keep up those quality wins. Now, if they win against Creighton, they still have another shot at Creighton. They can get to 9-11 in conference, might be able to pass Georgetown. So nothing really happened, but Creighton was thanking Butler a lot for winning today over Villanova. Moving on to the Big Ten, Ohio State fell drastically, and all Penn State fans out there, we know we're probably not going to make the tournament, but we're happy to see Ohio State do poorly. It's fun for me. I'm sure it's fun for a lot of other Big Ten schools, but it was fun for me to see Ohio State fall on their faces this week. Against Michigan State. Against Iowa. They also went against Michigan, but that wasn't this week. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun this week, especially since I picked Iowa to pull off the upset today. I have the 1 point, locked up 4 points for the week, which means I don't have to do a dare. I didn't see any dares in the comment section below yesterday, which was a mistake, because I could have had to do a dare, but I didn't. So I am a victor, Adelaide. Victor, Pup. Iowa moved up a spot to 3rd place. So if you're a Hawkeye fan, you're very excited. Illinois is also very excited because they're basically almost guaranteed to get the 2 seed now. They just don't. They need to win against Michigan or Ohio State. Or they need Iowa to lose against Nebraska or Wisconsin. That's it. Now, if you're a Purdue fan, obviously you're hoping for an Iowa loss, but Illinois is really just in cruise right now. Don't really need to worry too much. Just need to win against Michigan or Michigan or Ohio State, and you should be good. You should be good. You'll have the 2 seed. I don't think you're getting the 1 seed, but you got the 2 seed. Moving on to the American, Houston absolutely clobbered USF, so obviously some Memphis fans are rather upset today, but they pulled off a victory against Cincinnati, bumping Cincinnati to 7-6 in conference. But South Florida lost today, which means UCF gets to pass them. Let's go, my Knights. That's really all that happened yesterday. Not very interesting in the American, I gotta say. I don't know how many American teams are going to make it, but I can't believe it's going to be more than 2 or 3. But let's move on. There's 2 ranked games today. Remember, I am recording this Sunday night, so I am not a soothsayer. Well, I am a soothsayer, but I can't predict this, and I can't predict who's going to be in the top 25 next week. Now, there is a possibility that Virginia's not in the top 25. I don't think it's going to happen, but they did lose to NC State last week. Not a great loss, although it's not a horrible loss. I don't think it's one that's probably going to knock them out of the top 25, but I do think it's one that's going to keep them in a very Not great predicament, not great spot. I bet they're in the low 20s is what I bet where Virginia is. Now, Oklahoma, on the other hand, I bet they're still a top 25 team, but I bet Oklahoma State's also a top 25 team. But Oklahoma was not going to be they're not top 10. I think they're probably going to end up from the 15 to 20 range. That's the range I'm betting Oklahoma's going to be in. You can't lose to Kansas State and Oklahoma State in the same week and expect to stay in top 10 or top 10 to 15 range. But I think 15 to 20 is a reasonable expectation to end up if you're Oklahoma. But I'm sure you're asking, what's going on in the ACC? Who do I need to root for if I'm a certain fan of an ACC team? What do I need to do? So, I have the answers for you, my guys. Now, there are some weird things. Okay, so if you are a Virginia Tech fan, here's the bright side today for Virginia Tech. Virginia loses this game, you're in second place. Very impressive, very exciting for if you're a Virginia Tech fan. Virginia Tech has a little bit of a rough schedule ahead. It lays Louisville and NC State, both teams on very high notes. They're playing extremely well. So, obviously would like the Virginia loss here, get into second place in the ACC. So, if you're a Virginia Tech fan, huge Miami fan tonight. That's it. If you're a Florida State fan, obviously you like the little wiggle room behind Virginia. I'd like Virginia to lose, so you get a little bit of wiggle room. There. Remember, if you're a Virginia fan, if you win, you're still going to stay in second place. If you lose, you're in third. So that's basically what's going to happen. Now, Miami, on the other hand, with a win, can move up to third to last place. From last place to third to last place. They can move past Boston College and Wake Forest. I don't know if Miami's a better team than Wake Forest, but I don't know. Wake Forest is a bad basketball team. They're both very bad, so who knows. That's basically it. That's all that's going to go on in the ACC. Remember, if you're a Virginia Tech fan, huge Hurricanes fan tonight. If you're a Boston College or Wake Forest fan, huge Virginia fan tonight. That's basically the only thing it affects. And if you're a Florida State fan, I would say you should be a huge Miami fan. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Now in the Big 12, this is one it's Oklahoma's technically ranked number 7th, and Oklahoma State's not ranked yet, but I feel like they're going to be ranked, and they might be higher. But I'm going to go as of now. Oklahoma State's not ranked. Oklahoma is, and they're top 10. Even though the spread is even, we're going to be talking about this game a little bit. So Oklahoma State, Oklahoma play each other. Right? It's not. This is for 4th place in the Big 12, by the way, because whoever loses is going to drop behind Texas. So Texas is going to be happy if one of them's going to lose. So they're going to move past one of them. They're going to be in 5th place. So that's good if you're a Texas fan. That's it, I guess. Texas. If you're a Texas fan, you're rooting for one of these teams. It really doesn't matter. Oklahoma State is sitting 9-6. Again, Oklahoma's sitting 9-6. The only difference is the records. Just overall, Oklahoma State's a better record. Plus, if you see Cunningham, that guy's an absolute monster and beast. I feel like Oklahoma State might be ranked ahead of Oklahoma this week. But who knows? I honestly don't know. I think Oklahoma State's a very good team. But let's talk about GGB's upset of the day. Personally, I'm going to go with Oklahoma State. I love the Cowboys. I've loved them for a long time. They're playing some extremely good basketball right now. I'm going to be interested to see how the appeal goes. I'm going to see if they get to be in the tournament or if their appeal ends up failing and they don't get to be in the tournament. That would suck if for Oklahoma State because you have one of the better teams I've seen you ever have this year. So, this is GGB co-host Puppers saying adios amigos and go Cowboys.